Every century has its empires. Rome ruled with armies, Britain ruled with oceans. But today, power doesn't come from swords or ships. It comes from data. And the new emperors? They don't wear crowns. They wear headphones and hoodies. Welcome to the age of tech empires. Click on this video and step into a world where companies are richer than nations, where every swipe, search, and click builds a global empire. By the end of this video, you'll know which countries gave birth to the most valuable tech companies on Earth, who controls the digital gold, and what that means for the future of power. Because in this game, the battlefield is invisible, and the war is already being won. It started quietly, in dorm rooms, garages, and basements. The first generation of dreamers didn't build weapons, they built connections. In the United States, a young college dropout named Bill Gates wrote the code that would run the modern world. Then came Steve Jobs, who turned computers into culture. Fast forward to the 1990s, and Jeff Bezos redefined shopping. These weren't just inventions, they were revolutions. And they gave birth to what we now call the tech empire of America. Home to Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta. 5 companies worth more than the GDP of entire continents. While the West celebrated Silicon Valley, the East was silently building a fortress of its own. In China, the Great Wall became digital. Companies like Tencent, Alibaba, and Huawei didn't just follow, they redefined how billions live, pay, and play. Tencent's WeChat became a super app, messaging, shopping, banking, all in one. Alibaba created a global e-commerce empire that even Amazon feared. And Huawei? It became the backbone of the world's 5G revolution. This wasn't imitation, it was domination. And suddenly the battle for global tech supremacy had 2 flags, stars and stripes versus red and gold. Europe, once the center of industrial power, now plays the role of digital diplomat. In Sweden, Spotify transformed how the world listens to music. In Germany, SAP became the engine behind corporate data systems. In Finland, Nokia built the mobile world before Apple reimagined it. And in the Netherlands, ASML created machines so advanced, they literally power the world's computer chips. You may not see them in headlines, but without Europe's silent innovators, your smartphone simply wouldn't exist. Beyond China, a new wave of tech powerhouses is rising across Asia. In South Korea, Samsung and LG turned design and speed into national pride. In Japan, Sony, Toyota AI Labs, and SoftBank still lead in robotics and automation. And in India, a new digital storm is brewing. Infosys, Tata Consultancy Services, and Reliance Jio, turning the world's largest democracy into the world's next tech frontier. Asia isn't catching up anymore. It's setting the pace. The Middle East once built its empire on oil. Now, it's shifting to data. In the United Arab Emirates, G42 and Presight AI are leading artificial intelligence on a national scale. Saudi Arabia's NEOM project envisions cities powered by code, not carbon. Meanwhile, across Africa, companies like Flutterwave from Nigeria and Safaricom, M-Pesa from Kenya, are proving innovation doesn't need billions, it needs necessity. The digital revolution isn't just a Western dream anymore, it's global and it's unstoppable. As of 2025, the top 5 tech companies in the world control over $11 trillion in market value. Apple, $3.2 trillion. Microsoft, $2.9 trillion. Google's Alphabet, $2.1 trillion. Amazon, $1.8 trillion. And Nvidia, $1.6 trillion. Together, they hold more power than most governments combined. They decide what you see, what you buy, and even what you believe. The question isn't how rich they are, it's how much control they already have. Behind the headlines, smaller countries are quietly shaping the tech world. Israel's Mobileye leads self-driving cars. Singapore's Grab dominates digital mobility. Estonia's e-government system became a model for the future of digital citizenship. And Australia's Atlassian powers millions of global developers. Small nations, big code. In the world of innovation, size doesn't matter. Vision does. By 2035, experts predict that AI-driven companies will make up 70% of global GDP. The next trillion-dollar firms may not even exist yet. Maybe they'll come from Africa, or South America, or maybe from a quantum computer lab hidden beneath a desert city. But one truth remains. The nations that control data will control destiny, and those who ignore it will vanish into the archives of history. Look around you. Every notification, every tap, every agree button feeds someone's empire. Empires aren't built with borders anymore. They're built with servers. And in this silent war for the future, you're not just the audience, you're the product. Nations rise and fall, but the digital ones may never die. Because in the 21st century, the most valuable company isn't just worth money, it's worth humanity itself.